All right, Mr. Sexy, we're live.
Okay, are we rolling? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the opening night of the Somnium show. I'm Mr. Sexy, not to be confused with Woofer Black.
Did he crash?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, everyone, welcome to the Somnium show.
Clap, 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 clap.
Our friend here, Mr.
Clap, clap,
Sexy,
clap,
seems
clap.
to have had an aneurysm. So I'll be the host for today's show, and we have our lovely audience here. Yeah, what's up, audience?
Yeah.
Live audience.
Love the audience there.
Yeah. And he's back. Mr. Sexy is back, looking
now I hear
fresher
you.
than ever.
I couldn't hear you before.
I saw
Anyway.
your secret.
You were supposed to go back. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Present,
This is
you're
going
live.
smooth.
Present, you're on air.
Okay, our first guest, the first guest ever, is a guy you know if you've been in Somnium space for more than a day or so, because he's everywhere doing everything. It's Ultra Lord. Come on.
Yeah,
out here, Ultra
Ultra Lord. Yeah, what's up, Ultra Lord?
I knew he was here somewhere. Okay.
Enthusiasm.
All right. Take a seat. Get comfortable.
Wait.
Oh no.
And so again,
Wow, we
you know,
always
he's
bad luck
stunned
like this.
by this amazing opportunity to interview the one and only Ultra Lord. So we're just gonna give him a little bit of time. He's looking like a hamburger right now. And as that's the case, how about we have another guest? And how about we have Denevro? Denevro, come over here, you rascal! Get on stage! Yeah, woo! Hey, okay. And so
It's coming back.
no, stay. It's
Now-
okay. It's okay. It's okay. Bro. It's all right, yo. It's okay. I got this, bro. It's okay. Yeah. So, Denevro, if you could have a seat, if you could have a seat.
Thank you.
So,
How do I get? Can I bring it home?
no. If you take it home, we won't have any chairs. So just leave it. So, Denevro, our
I'm the
first
chair
guest
leader.
on the Somnium show, the chair leader himself,
It's cursed.
is on our show. How do you feel, Denevro, with all like the amazing projects and things that you're doing? I know recently you woke up from a nap. Can you tell us how your nap was like?
Oh, very great after an anxiety crisis.
Oh. Well, you guys heard it here first, folks. Naps are great after anxiety crises. Thank you so much, Denevro.
Yay.
So, like, when I first came to Somnium Space, I remember that Denevro was the first person who I considered my first real friend. We were both from Canada. You know, he was a hyena. I'm a cat. I'm a cool cat. So there was a real connection and a bond. Like, I remember when you first began selling your avatars, and I saw them, and I was flabbergasted by the skill that you were able to deliver and value that you conjured from your own mind. It filled me up with inspiration. Can you tell us about what future things you have in store for our wonderful community?
Yeah, sure. First, probably more things than time I have in my days.
Yeah, what can you
I'm
do?
right. So I'm still doing contracts. Very nice one. Every contract I do is better than the last one. You know, I'm always learning something new, and that's one of the reasons why I love to do that so much, because I can have this freedom of learning new techniques and doing some art here and there. But my main work is a secret project that it's almost finished. I had a test with Blake last day, and it was very successful. It's coming, Incrediworld.
Wow,
It's coming to Somnium
incredible.
Space.
Looking forward to that.
Incredible.
And so, can you tell us a little bit about your journey towards Somnium Space and where it began?
I guess it's a mix of, oh yeah, when it began, oh, my boyfriend tricks me. That's how it began.
Boyfriends.
Yeah, it tricks me to make me believe and work around this community, and then I got I love it a lot, and I start to create here, where I was not even creating in my day-to-day life, and now I'm doing it every day. You know.
Wow,
So I
incredible.
finally gave up of my classic job. I had a school study in engineering, then. I gave up all this. I'm an artist now. You know?
Yeah. Amazing. So inspirational.
If you know my personality, you can understand that it makes sense.
Yeah, your work is amazing. Can you tell us more about what you have in store for the Somnium Space Community Guide?
Oh, it was one of my first project here, community project. I was feeling there was a lack of information and centralized information in Somnium Space, because we use Discord, we always answer to the same question. Then I wanted to create this nice, fast guide and very simple to understand. It's still a little hard to find stuff on it, but week and week I add new stuff there, and in Somnium Space Guide, somniumspace-guide.com, you can find a lot of information. And recently I'm working on a Word SDK of Somnium Space tutorial from scratch, so anyone can do something at least, and I want to do more.
Wow, amazing. You're doing so much.
Amazing.
I can't even
Go
imagine what you
Denver.
have in store for Somnium Space and the whole community. Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Denevro. So have a seat. You were a great guest. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna let the gigantic microphone to someone else.
Yeah, okay. Artific! Artific, get over here. Come on stage, Artific.
Oh,
Get up.
Let me take my boots. Okay.
Hey, Artific, everyone give a round of applause for Artific. Yeah.
How does this work?
Wow, Artific.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Just twist it around. Okay. Wow. So, Artific, welcome to the Somnium Show. Such a pleasure to have you on our show. One of the best world builders and creators, a pioneer leading the way for us all, Artific. So inspirational, Artific. What do you have
I'm
planned for the future of Somnium Space? And can you tell our guests and audiences some tantalizing information about what you have planned?
Oh, tantalizing information. Okay. Well, I'm actually working with Ultra and a lot of people from this community to build cool stuff and to give us and other people more tools to create. And yeah, I don't know what to say. It's all secret. So-
Looking forward to that.
That's that.
Surprises. You heard that, everyone. Artific has a bunch of surprises, so stay tuned and pay attention to what's going on. And so, Artific, can you tell us a little about your journey to Somnium Space and where it all began?
Well, it began where it began. It began this sunny day on Wednesday in the afternoon. No, I'm kidding. I don't know when it began, but I don't know. I was just sort of searching different stuff about crypto, where to put some money, and then I learned about NFTs, and I bought like one of these art pieces, and it was total crap. And I learned that I know nothing about art, and yes, but then I learned about the metaverses, and I started doing some research, and one of the first one was Somnium Space, and I saw the website, and I didn't like it very much. So I just like, okay, these guys, I put it at the last. I started researching the other ones. Then at the end, I came back to Somnium Space. I learned it's actually like pretty cool. And yeah, that's where it started. What should I tell you?
Oh, that
Crazy.
was amazing. What a wonderful journey. You know, it's the first thing he found and the last thing he ended up with. The beginning and the end, Somnium Space. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Artific.
Yeah.
Yay, everyone give a round of
Yeah.
applause for Artific. Yeah.
How do I get up?
Yeah, typical.
How about R-Dub? Come on stage. Come on stage, R-Dub.
Right.
A wonderful audience wants to meet the one and only R-Dub. Yay, everyone give a round of applause for R-Dub. Woo, yeah. So, R-Dub,
Oh man.
did you recently buy a parcel?
Hey. Yeah, I did.
Wow, amazing.
Super stoked, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah. It's kind of on the southeast corner. It's waterfront, and
Wow, waterfront.
excited to see like the development and what we can do. We're calling it Nightcast Collective, and the idea is, well,
Am I back?
one of the favorite things to me about Somnium Space is the social part of it. And it's like kind of obviously a new way of communicating with people. And we'd like to have speakers and events there that are kind of like a mini retreat, basically, where you could go and spend an hour or two and do like work to learn about yourself. So it could be meditation speakers or people just like wisdom, basically. Wisdom of what it's like to be human. That's kind of what our
Wow,
idea is.
human empowerment. That's beautiful.
Exactly.
Are you
I
good?
mean, we're all,
We
all have room
both
to
of us?
grow.
Can you present? Hey, hey. Anyone there? Hey. Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's really amazing.
Distraction.
I'm looking forward to that. I know that like in real life you're a business owner. Can you tell us a little bit more
Yeah.
about that?
Oh man, for sure. So in the real world, we have a float spa. That's my business. We do flotation therapy, which you all may know it as sensory deprivation tanks. That's kind of how it all started.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, those are
But-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 4 of these in our business, and inside there's about 1,200 pounds of dissolved Epsom salt and about 160 gallons of water. So you end up with a solution that's like the Dead Sea, and you just float effortlessly on the surface. It's heated up to body temperature, so ideally you float in silent darkness for like an hour, and you sort of minimize sensory
Technology is
input.
everywhere. Even in our
You end up going into a really interesting state of consciousness. It's called the theta brainwave state. And it's kind of an in-between awake and asleep state. And children, like before they turn 6, are in theta all the time, which is why they're so creative and imaginative and playful, have so many ideas. And you kind of tap into that part of yourself. So besides being a great way to reduce stress and anxiety, which we all have, and chronic pain, you can really start to learn about yourself, like see your thoughts, and you can have great epiphanies and ideas. And obviously it's totally natural and holistic. So yeah, we've been doing that for like the last 4 years.
Wow.
Before that I did construction and design. So anyway,
That's amazing.
yeah, super
know what?
excited about the
you
future
good?
of
Can you-
Somnium
you back?
Space.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh yes,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Sexy is back. Mr. Sexy, why don't you
I had,
interview our wonderful
as soon
guest?
as I
Hey,
got
hey,
here-
come here. We're not done with you. Come here.
Wait, we're not done.
Oh, no?
Yeah, we're not done with you. Come back. I'll tell you
You
what.
can escape like this.
Can't get off that easy. I just want to say,
Turn it over to
I noticed this beautiful, colorful birthday cake sitting here on my desk, and it's not my birthday. So whose is that? I bet it's Tenebras.
Hey, a
So
polygon
happy
cake.
birthday. There's your cake. And it has one candle. I guess you're 1 year old today.
Yeah.
Yum.
Woo, happy birthday.
But you have to share. It's a big cake. You can share that.
There's 1% left.
Okay.
Nice
So, oh my God. You know, just as I got here, Windows decided to update on me. So thanks, Bill Gates.
It's not passed yet. Oh no.
See if I'm sticking to my script. Try not to cry, it says. Okay. Let's see what else are we going to. Constant mistake. This place is full of glitches. Yesterday we were here and there were lines that weren't supposed to be here. There were lines everywhere. But where's Ultra Lord? Are you gonna be here, Ultra Lord? Or are we gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna
keep interviewing R-Dub?
Yeah, man.
interview
I'm gonna turn it over.
R-Dub.
Wait,
Interview him.
R-Dub, you
Ask him more stuff.
okay?
Sure.
So you're talking about your job at flotation tanks, and I was God, a long time ago. I was really into flotation tanks and meditation and things like that, but those things were so expensive. And then right up the road from me, which was strange because I live in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is not exactly a thriving place for that kind of thing. And they opened a
actually,
tanks
there are.
place, and I was excited. You know, I was going to go, but I think it closed as I decided to go. It didn't last very long. It was how's California for you?
There's a lot of float places in Ohio, surprisingly.
There are?
There's
Maybe
a ton.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so new that nobody knew what it was about. They just thought you were going swimming in salt water or something, you know.
No. The
Afraid you
industry's
would
grown
drown
so
or
much.
something.
Like in the last 10 years, I'd say it's grown like almost exponentially. And what happened about 10 years ago? Well, we all got smartphones, right? So I feel like we're constantly like we're turning into cyborgs, you know? Like we're always on call. We always have this thing that's like getting our attention. So we're losing the ability to just be. Like when's the last time you just sat and stared at something? Like if you're out, you know, on a hike and you just sit down and just look at the trees. Like people don't know how to do that anymore.
Yeah,
but it's
they
in
don't
our
do it too much.
nature. That's how we evolved, you know? So I think
It's
floating,
necessary
like,
too.
it is. I think that's why it
Necessary for your
resonates with
well-being.
people, what we do, flotation therapy, because it's like an extreme sort of disconnect and reset. So you're doing, and then you float and you just be. But you can't always just be. You can't always do. It's
Now, the hardest part
doobie-doobie-doo.
is emptying your head,
Doobie-doobie-doo.
you know. You're constantly thinking about what you have to do next, or you have to go home and cook, or pick up the kids from school. You're thinking something all
right.
the time. You know.
That's what
So how long do you
discover.
usually float in those tanks? About a half hour or so?
No, an hour at least.
An hour?
And you
Wow.
you either go
Okay.
for an hour or 2.5 hours or 4 hours. That's
4
That's what we
hours. Wow.
yeah.
I'd go
You
into a
locked in the
coma if I
tank?
was in there that long.
No, you're not locked in there. You're in total
Yeah, it's not for the
control.
claustrophobic though.
Do you taste like
Yeah,
frieds?
I mean, a lot of people are claustrophobic, but it's not claustrophobic. And claustrophobia is a fear, and
Yeah.
floating is like anti-fear. So any anxieties you have or worries just kind of melts away. And when you're floating, if you're floating in the dark, you feel like you're in like space, like outer space. You know, like there's no boundaries. It just feels like it goes forever.
Sure, you become selfless after a while, just
You can totally.
not aware of yourself anymore. Well, I'd like to
Yeah,
try
it's
that
different.
sometime.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
I was even thinking of buying one for the home at one time, but God, I forget how much they cost back then. They were still very expensive.
Yeah,
But
there's
it's
this
a-
whole range of, there's a very entry-level home version that's called a Zen tent, and it's like a tent,
Yeah,
like
I've
a
seen
vinyl
those.
tent that holds water in it. Yeah,
Yeah,
and those are
it's like a
couple
baby pool or
$1,000
something.
Still, but
Yeah,
it works. It totally works. I used to
I
have
guess
one of
so.
those. Yeah, but the commercial stuff, yeah, they're pretty expensive, but it's a fun business.
let's see. What else could I ask you about? What do you do here in Somnium Space? What are you working on here?
Oh man, I've been living out in the mountains you know, for a while. I've got like, I had a tent. It was
Had a
kind of
little
cold
tent
out
and
there in the
backpack
winter. But
Yeah.
now there's like some rabbits and some deers out there.
Yeah, watch out
It's
for the
really nice.
bear. There's a bear out there too.
I haven't seen the bear.
You haven't seen the bear? He's out there.
Oh,
I caught him
I
wandering
saw
around.
something in the lake though.
Uh-oh. I caught the bear wandering around close to city center one time. I was trying to herd him into town. And I was walking along going like this. Come on. But they turn around after a while. They give up and go back into the woods, which I don't blame them.
Well, did it just be careful if it has cubs, you know? If you see one with
Oh,
cubs,
yeah.
don't mess around. They'll,
And don't go waving around jars of peanut butter and things like that. I've seen people reacting to real bears like idiots. I've seen a lot of black bears and a couple of brown bears, mostly black bears. And I saw this woman one time, she walked right up to a bear and she had a sandwich. He's, here you go. Feeding this bear a sandwich, you know. And the bear just went, it was gone. And she goes, that's all, no more. That's all I got. And she turned to walk away. And I thought, uh-oh, here it comes. This bear's going to tear her head off, you know. But she got back to the car. But the bear was not too happy about that. You know, one little sandwich is not enough for a bear. These crazy people. And then people go camping and they drag their food bag into the tent with them, you know, they snuggle up to their food bag. No. Bears come around, they go.
Yeah, man.
It's just, my food bag was always like about a mile away from my tent. I put it and hung up in a tree, you know. You don't want anything that smells like
I don't
food.
keep any food in my tent for that reason.
No.
You know?
Yeah, I never
If I
did.
have any
Not
food,
a scrap of food.
I keep it in like near the plaza, not by my tent.
Yeah. Once it smells like food, you're done. You might as well throw the tent away.
For sure.
That's true. That's true. Let's see. Well, I want to dive into that cake. Let's see here. Yeah. Holy cow! What's that? Whoa! Don't eat all the cake. Save some for everybody else. He's back there in the green room. I had a pterodactyl or some kind of flying dinosaur in here, but I had to cut back on the credits to finish up. But this place will change as we go along. Hopefully I won't have near as many technical difficulties as I had today. And we'll get the kinks worked out and get some different guests on. It should be fun. It won't be just me coming up here and talking. I promise you that. It'll be interviews with people and find out what each of you is doing in Somnium Space and what you have planned for the future in Somnium Space. Like, you know, just your personal opinion. What do you think new people are attracted to when they come to Somnium Space? You think they're here mostly to make money or just to check out VR? Or why do you think they're here for the most part?
Man, I think it's just, to me, it's super compelling. Just I feel like we're pioneers, you know? Like having a virtual persistent world built on the blockchain. I mean, it's all so new. It's just
everything we're doing is
what
new.
Does the future have in store? And imagining the future of like what this could become. I don't know. I just imagine it going far and growing, and it has so many uses. Just for social wise, for now, that's my favorite thing. Is just coming in and seeing my new friends and learning. I always learn things when I come here. You know?
That's the thing I like best about it, is just meeting people, all of you guys.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's
woo, rock stars.
Yay, people.
Yeah. Woo.
And it's trippy too. Like I've had dreams of being in Somnium Space, of course, but also the experiences here stick in your mind as if it's real.
Really?
So
Yeah.
it's like super not real, but super real at the same time. It's kind of a mind fuck.
You know, what I'm starting to
Which I
feel is
like
like I don't see things, when I'm in here, I don't see them in 3D anymore. It looks to me just like the real world. You know, it doesn't
Yeah.
look, you know how 3D things look, they look artificial. But to me, it looks, you know, flat and real world like. That's kind of scary when you can't tell reality from non-reality.
Hyper reality.
But it's just, yeah, hyper reality. You're just getting used to it, I guess. It's like a lot of people come and they say, well, I get dizzy and I get sick and everything. Well, I tell them, just take your time, you know, just try it for a few minutes at a time, like 15, 20 minutes, and then take lots of breaks. Especially if you start to feel nauseous. I do occasionally still, like if I go to the top of a high place, like one of the highest buildings, and I'm looking over the edge, you know, I still kind of go, whoa. You know, you still feel like you're over the edge of something, or on a mountain
you guys
or a
tried
cliff or
flying
something.
off a mountain? You like go up to a mountain and fly off. It's like you're hang gliding over Somnium space. It's so awesome.
I haven't tried that. I took a car to the top of
Oh,
one
you
of
guys-
them one time.
I tried that.
Did a little off-roading. That was cool. No, I made it.
And, the other thing I like about this is the uber creative community. I mean, I love creativity, I love originality, and I see so much of that here that I appreciate.
Yeah.
All the artists, all the creators, and
I do too.
and
There are a lot
again,
of
it's
creative
like
people
all
here.
new. It's such a new thing. That's just so exciting to me.
Like I was just trying to figure out these microphones for this show, and these microphones are not very good. And I want to get rid of the reverb, but you can't. And I made the microphones huge so that it cover a larger area, speaking area. And of course they look ridiculous, but I was thinking of putting them under the floor, but I don't know if they'd still work under the floor. They might.
It sounds right in this space, though. The reverb, the echo.
Yeah, it sounds like
works
it's a
in
big
here.
room. Yeah.
It is a big room, so it works.
Well, Denevro, since this is your day, do you want to have a few words? You want to come up and sit where I am and talk to somebody for a little while?
Yeah, Denevro,
I really
Denevro, Denevro.
It can be
Yo, eat your
show.
cake, bro.
It can be
Come and
your
eat.
show.
Come here, yo. It's your show now. Yeah,
I want to stand
Denevro.
on. I want to stand on a chair. So today I was really excited about standing on a chair. And where are you? There you are. But more seriously, I wonder if it's not time to talk more about Incredible World.
Yes, please. It's always time to
Because-
talk about. Tell us more about it, please.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of people here, and then since my preview service is already functional, I can start to talk about it. So, one of the basic feature about Incredible is gonna be a renting parcel system inside Words. That it's kind of working right now in my world. So, why renting parcel inside Words? First of all, it's a renting system, so you won't need to buy an expensive asset. You can pay very acceptable price per month, and then you own a different size of parcel. And instead of uploading one file that is all the parcel, or we call it terrain, you can upload multiple files. So you can only update one file at a time if you want. So less time of it's faster for uploading asset. And you have more features. You are going to have access to Encredi features like grabbing stuff, throwing stuff, and probably more. You've seen recently I've been working on the UI. This is gonna be working too. We want to add AI character too, and all this is inside the neighborhood system. So in comparison to Somnium Space, you can be wherever you want. With your friends, all this neighbor, you can make a district if you want. Do we have a question?
Question.
No?
Question.
No, I thought he was.
We have a question. We have a question.
Oh yeah, sure.
When you're building on a parcel within a world, are you using the builder or Unity?
Okay, so about this, I made, Somnium Space SDK. In fact, I did the Incrediboard SDK. So it's similar to how you export builder item or words. It's similar to that. So you create your game object, you fill it with stuff like, I don't know, walls, physical stuff, animation, anything you can think about that's related to Unity. Of course, that don't have script on it. Then you can press upload to one of your terrain, and it's instantaneous. You just have to press the button refresh, and it's instantaneous. No more waiting, no more going back, forward, quitting the word. I can even update the word this way. So most of update is seamless. It's gonna be like without delays.
Wow. Cool. Yeah, let's give it up for Denevero. Wow, yeah.
I have a question. How
Sure.
hard is it? How hard is it to work on those rules? Is it harder than? I'm sure it's a lot harder than the builder. I've never tried it though. I have no idea how it works. Is it really complicated? Do you have to have other programs to go with it?
I would say it's harder to work on words than normal game dev. The reason why is that when you create your own game, you start from scratch. So you create something from nothing. But when you create a word, you have to connect stuff to the existing word SDK. So you need to understand how it works. And every week, I learned something new, like the UI system. I did not even know we could use it. And the web browser system, I did not know we can use it. And if probably Somnium did not know even. So it's all this reverse engineering that's very hard, very long, and the bold scripting is kind of hard to learn, but I'm trying very hard to make it accessible to everyone by with my tutorials and infinite stream. So I hope one day anyone can. My biggest hope is that all this become accessible to anyone that want to have is space and put stuff on it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Okay, guys, that was an amazing show. We're going to wrap this wonderful first pilot episode of this great show, The Somnium Show. Yeah. How about you tell...
Still didn't get to interview Ultra Lord.
Oh, you will, in due time. So, yeah, Mr. Sexy, tell everyone how you're feeling, and let's close things off.
Well, I'm feeling okay. I'm just kind of disappointed we had so many glitches, but the show will go on, and we'll get better next time and get everything straightened out. And you learn as you go. I mean, we're all learning here, like this microphone problem. But yeah, come back. We're going to be doing this every Wednesday, same time, same place, and we'll have more guests. First, we got to have Ultra Lord again because we didn't get to interview him actually this time. So we'll start with that. And if you want to be on the show, I don't know. A lot of people do want to speak, so I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe have some sort of an application. I want everybody to be able to do it, but we have to have some kind of order to it. Maybe just pick at random or something. I'll figure something out. But everybody, like Wilson said, what about me? I want to be on the show too. What about me? Okay. We'll get you on there then.
That was a really good impression, by the way.
Yeah,
Dead
The
on.
Somnium Show. Give it up for our wonderful audience, everyone.
Whoa, thank you.
We'll see you all.
Thank you for coming to this maiden voyage.
Yeah, we'll see you
have
all on
something
the other
else
side
after?
of the monitor.
We'll sneak you in there, Wilson. We'll sneak you in there, okay?
Good mind.
Okay, all
You
right.
gotta wear
If
the
you want,
coat.
you